Brendan Cooney, and I am the composer and organizer for Not So Silent Cinema. Not So Silent Cinema is a project of mine where I write new scores for some of my favorite old films, tour them around, and perform them live with the films. Back in the day, this was how you would see a silent film. It was silent, and it was maybe awkward to sit in a movie theater with 100 people quietly for an hour and a half and watch a film. So there would be a piano player playing along with the film, and sometimes people wrote long scores to films. Buster Keaton's early short films give us a sense of the quickly changing pace of life of 1920s urban America. Horses and cars in the streets at the same time, electricity being installed in houses for the first time. I've tried to capture the romance and excitement of this landscape with a parallel musical soundscape richly drenched in American roots music. Blues, ragtime, bluegrass, jazz, klezmer. Now, if you'd gone to a movie theater in 1920 to see a Buster Keaton film, you probably would not have heard all of this music being played, especially not all this music being played together. So this is not historical performance. Rather, I'd call it historically evocative performance. It's meant to evoke the mood and spirit of the 1920s, but refracted through the lens of history, seen from the perspective of the present. For each film I put together my fantasy ensemble, what my ideal instrumentation and specific musical personalities I'd love to have for that particular film. Try to give each film a very distinctive musical vibe. The Mark of Zorro is set in Spanish California in the 1800s. I wanted to capture the Spanish and Mexican atmosphere of the film, as well as the over-the-top romance and adventure of the film. It's a Latin-tinged score, where I've borrowed from every possible genre of Latin-influenced music, from salsa to mariachi to flamenco to tango. It's a super fun score, upbeat, catchy, danceable. Nosferatu is the world's first vampire film, and much of the film takes place in Transylvania. I was looking for something to capture that old world Eastern European vibe of the film, and so I settled on the idea of making it a klezmer score, though I call it an avant klezmer score, because I'm really stretching at the borders of the klezmer tradition in order to accommodate all sorts of horror music effects and spooky music effects. It's one of her most popular films. People love to come out on Halloween and see vampire films, and so we do this film every year. Seeing a film with a live band is a really different experience, and audiences respond quite enthusiastically. They see new things in the films, and they hear new things in the music, and they make connections between the film and the music in ways they wouldn't do in a modern film. It's also more of a collective experience to have a live band playing in the room, and it really feels like we're all doing this together, all experiencing this movie together as a group.